Alright. Timestamp. It is November 30th. I'm grabbing your face. 2025. About 3:30 a.m. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Got some vanilla macadamia coffee brewing right now, which makes me happy. Been working around the house, been doing some Susie homemaker stuff, trying to get organized. We're going to be doing a garage sale. I almost said flea market. We're going to be doing a garage sale in the morning. Eggs are boiling. Tiny's really enjoying hard-boiled eggs as like a snack, so I'm trying to keep them in the fridge. Can you back off, please? Thank you. So, ooh, that looks good. Yeah. If you could see that. So I got a big old bag of pears the other day, and I have a hard time eating them, sadly, because pears are like my favorite fruit. Man Pix was like, well, why don't you bake them? And thought about it, so I chopped up the pears, and we had gotten a big bag of dates, and we kind of split that. Also difficult to eat, so chopped them up too, put them in a big bag, did the shake and bake thing that I normally would do with honey and cinnamon, and let it sit and think about it and sit in the solution for a little while, and popped it in the oven at 300 for 40 minutes. Turned the oven off so it wouldn't burn. I've just been letting it sit in there and think about it. So I'm going to have that as a very late breakfast. I took a nap yesterday afternoon and got up at like 7 p.m. So my schedule's very strange right now. And that's okay. I mean, my schedule is whatever I make it. Just need to make sure that I'm awake for garage sale and all that. Take a shower, do some laundry here in a bit. Been trying to get better organized for tomorrow and, the future in general. Health check, I feel pretty good. Hungry. Because kind of while prepping food, had that realization of, you know what, you haven't eaten. I had like a bowl of cereal before I took my nap, but had a couple big bags of chicken, and I got leg quarters and drumsticks, so split it up because Tiny doesn't really do bones, but drumsticks are okay. So got that sitting in a bag with some honey barbecue sauce, some actual honey. I put in some ginger with that too. Doesn't bode well if I'm getting groggy like before garage sale, but I'll make it. And the other bag is still very frozen-ish, and I've got that in olive oil with Italian seasoning, parsley, extra oregano, a little extra garlic. I'm going to do the barbecue first. I'm going to do what I would normally do, which is put that in a pan, then chop up some potatoes, put them in the bag, switch them around so they can soak up the last bit of the barbecue sauce, whatnot, and then put them in the pan with it. So I've got like a bag and a half of potatoes, so I'll probably use up the half bag. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Go ahead and switch off the eggs. They've been in here for a bit. And I'm going to walk some dogs. Because I got one dog that's whiny and one dog that if I approach the door will probably be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. What do you think? You guys want to go outside? Stupid question. All right. Come on. get out of my way, I can fix that. I think. I'm going to put you down. That's weird. Nope. Weird. One big old box of paper fell. Yeah, if you move, I can move. There you go. Hopefully that was us and not something else. Hard to say. Oi. I'm trying to not step on anybody. It's so dark over here. That's my leg. Thank you. With the amount of paw holding that Scrappy needs sometimes, my wife and I both have had the thought that maybe we should have called him Scooby instead of Scrappy. He looks so much like Scrappy when he was a pup, though. But you're always Acorn. Yeah. High 50s, low 60s. It's nice. Yeah. Getting a lot done at the same time I look around, and one brick doesn't seem like it's enough sometimes, you know. Just doesn't. And then I also remind myself that we knew, oh yeah, Scrappy, definitely need to come outside. You do that, I'm not going to watch. Better? Later? I have to remind myself that I knew going in this wasn't going to be a 1 month, you know, even a 3-month job. It's just hard not to feel overwhelmed. Had 3 sales so far this weekend on eBay, which is good. Oh God. I'm going in. I don't know what you're doing. We're gonna give him a minute. He'll be along. Probably. I turned Doctor Who down volume-wise. Had it blaring because good ear candy for while I'm working. Sea Devils, John Pertwee's currently on. It's been a John Pertwee kind of day and a half. We had Deaths to the Dialects before that. There he is. Can you back off, please? I don't like that intimidation thing you do. Hey Jinx, dragging your water bowl into the middle, not cool. Oh. That's Gus, he's the new arrival. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. Trying to fix that nap problem. Gently. Thank you. I know, Tanner, I know. There you go. Oh, Jinx, you want something too? I can do it. Jinx, give them know where you're getting in line. You alright? You okay? Temptations. There you go, Jack. It's so funny that you did that. It's a smart damn cat. Mind you, the water bowl dragging thing, I could do without that. I could do without that. I get it, you're fascinated by water, but dragging it into the pathway, I don't prefer it. Now you're going to stand right over my foot. Guys, it's a narrow passage. Don't do that. Kids. Got dishes that need to come out of the dishwasher. Dishes need to go in the dishwasher. I don't have a full load though. But with the cooking, I probably will, come up with one. Okay, you're going to stand in front of me. Stand in the place where I walk. Hoping we have a good day with the garage sale. Friday was a little disheartening. I mean, it was a coin toss. Really didn't know, we were going to get one person or 100 free lookers. But it did give us the opportunity to pull everything out, which sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I'm actually not. Gave us a chance to pull everything out, figure out what we definitely should be selling, could be selling, what, thank you, needed better preparing, We're treating it like a test run, basically. A learning experience. There's so much that needs to get done. But I have a game plan. Several. But I mean, full disclosure, there was a 2-3 minute period yesterday where I just kind of stood in the middle of the garage and talked to my cat about the fact that the slide puzzle was just, if you know slide puzzles, they normally have like 16 or 32 pieces. This is like a 500 piece slide puzzle with maybe 2 slots open. Trying to move this somewhere so that I can get to that, so that I can move that to here, and then I can move this to somewhere. It's just like, oh my God. Y'all didn't know when to quit. Two-year. Figure we're like 5 or 6 months in. So this is a 2-year punishment. Job. Sorry. Yeah, I'm making progress. Don't get me wrong. Oh my god, that's so good. And yeah, we're feeling a little Wile E. Coyote today. But he always gets up. That's the takeaway. I'd like to think that my plans are a little better than his. I hope. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some toys. When I was running the shop, I think I bought some toys from a company called Acme. And giggled the whole time. As I recall, they were, I think it was like Doctor Who toys or something. It was pretty normal stuff, you know, but the company, Acme. Didn't come in weird. Didn't come in a wooden crate. You know, nothing like that. Tired. I'm in a goofy mood. I feel like I'm always tired lately, you know. Which I'm hopeful has to do with the stress and not the emphysema. I don't think it does. Because I'm doing pretty good in other categories. Still hovering around 2 cigars a day, trying to get that down. But between what I'm, if you're familiar with the card, the 10 wands that I'm carrying here, and the nagging feeling that I'm going to be getting a phone call about my dad, you know. And there's been no real, like, health scares the past week or two. I mean, we were there the Monday before, and there was definitely some brain issues, you know. You know, the fact that he didn't know who we were several times and for multiple minutes during the 40-minute sit down that we had. You know, at one point he looked right at me and said, "My son Mark took my house. My son Mark is in my house right now." And my wife was like, "Dad, this is your son. And we're in your house right now, that's true. But we're trying to fix the things that the state of Florida said that we need to get fixed." And he was like, "That can't be my son. My son's just, I mean, this is a grown man." And I asked him, like, "Dad, what year do you think it is?" And he's like, I don't know, actually. I think I'm an old man, though." It's like, okay. Just like a snippet, you know. Enjoy. The bright side, what I'm going to take away from that conversation is when he realized that I was his kid, his whole demeanor changed. He bright smiles, you know. It's like, "You've gotten so tall." It's like, 5'7" like you are. I don't know that I'd call that tall, but I'll take it. Neither one of us has ever been tall. when I was doing Rocky Horror, I was pretty tall because of the heels, but I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't think he'd quite get it. That would have changed the direction of the conversation real quick, you know. Because with the heels, I'm like 6', 6'1", which was weird, by the way. Very weird. Is this what it's like? Okay. How exciting. So yeah, fighting that 40-minute conversation in the IMAX of my mind. There were moments that were cool, but overall, not my favorite 40 minutes. You know, my kids, that was kind of it for them. They were like, we don't want to. It was bad enough seeing him like that. They were like, we don't want to see him worse. So that was kind of their goodbye visit. It's a shitty thing to understand, you know? Yeah, I'm fixing the mess that they left. And at the same time, I'm still mad at my mom about a lot of stuff. Because some of why we are where we are is because she allowed it to happen. But, I can't really be mad at my dad. I mean, I can, you know, but his brain, as broken as it is, it would really be unfair for me to be mad at him. You know? Scrappy was nosing around the food bowl in Janus's crate. It's right up against the door, and every dog knows that cat food tastes better than dog food. So I had to let him know that. Stop it. That I was watching. I think he forgets sometimes. Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. That's right. Thanks for the reminder. Mm-hmm. Got in a couple of Doctor Who lots. Mostly stuff to resell that were ridiculously low priced. One I got in, it was just a one David Tennant figure and 3 adipose, which I think I have to clean these because I want to say they're normally pretty white. I didn't have any adipose and I thought, oh, what the heck. The figure was cheap and I'm like, I'm just going to resell the David Tennant. It's I think the like pinstripe suit with the glasses. I already got one. But it came with 3 adipose and they're real tiny. But I think they're supposed to be more white rather than putty. So there's 2 in that pose. And then 1 that's like waving. And these guys are probably 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch tall. But they're normally white, aren't they? think I'm crazy on that. So we're gonna experiment with some gentle cleaning products. Bright side, the only thing that appears to be colored on them is the eyes and the like mouth slit. If I can get that. So if in my cleaning it removes facial features, they're kind of indented, so I should be able to redraw them. But I think those are, we'll go with dingy. I'm gonna have some pears with dates and honey. Kind of breakfasty. It honestly, the way, I don't know if you could see it well in the video, let me know. It almost looks like it should be a pie filling. It looks like that, but like a little fruit bowl for breakfast kind of thing. Get the eggs taken care of, get them set up in the bowl in the fridge, and then prep for the barbecue chicken while I'm doing all the other stuff. Because I'm so bored. Exactly. Thank you, Zach. Trying to do 2 and 3 bricks a day, I think, lately. It's probably why I'm like, so good. Yeah, I discovered that I had an extra bag or 2 of the vanilla macadamia, so I'm like, okay, I can have this a little bit more often, not be like, oh, this is my last one. The toasted coconut, the Starbucks, though, I got enough for like 1 more pop, maybe 2. Sadness. And I looked again. It was a limited thing. Let's see if somebody else makes one that's good. Because I know I'm losing my dad soon. It's just the ugly reality of it. I'm losing my dad soon. In a lot of ways, he's already lost, right? Get him, Gus. Between that and the soap traps that I made, I'm starting to get the gnat situation under control. That, and maybe with the cleaning that I've done out there, I've removed the spawn points, I hope. I'm hoping there's not some kind of diabolical spawn point that I just don't know about. Change litter robots. There were a couple hanging around in one of the robots, but not like, 40. It was like 4. So, but they're just annoying, Exactly. Yeah, all of my appliances talk to me, right? I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I don't need to drag on. But that's what's on my mind. Health check. Obviously, there's anxiety. Clearly. But physically, I feel pretty good. Occasionally some chest tightness. That I think is more anxiety than emphysema. Don't expect me to run for 5 miles because I will probably rupture my spleen and cough out one of my lungs, but I haven't been able to do that in quite some time. So, but stamina for like working a 16-20 hour day, I still got that. Not breaking any speed records, but I've never been a fast worker. I'm more a average speed worker, but really thorough. I'm not going to be the first one done, but I'm going to have the best looking work, if that makes sense. And that's not just me. I've had bosses tell me that. Like, if I put you on a job, it doesn't get done fast, but it gets done perfect. So, well, if you need it done fast, call somebody else. If the DM's going to be walking it, call me. Because the DM won't lecture you afterwards. But yeah, so I'm not worried about it this second, but I got some adipose to wash. It's just really bugging me. I've got them over here on my little dais with some of my other like robot figures and stuff. And I want to say they're supposed to be more, not necessarily bright white, but at least white. These are beige. I don't know. And my wife did try and take my Robbie the robot. Which I knew she kind of was gonna. Robbie the robot was a big thing of a favorite thing of her Uncle Richard. So she saw that and she was like, I'm gonna leave him out, not so that you can take him, but so that we both can enjoy. When we get tired of looking at him, I'll put him in one of my robot. I've got a robot latch top tote out there. Just put him in there nicely with the other bots, and we'll pull him out again when we want to do something with him. You'll know where he is. He's fine. Saying. And also, I've come to the conclusion that of the 11-ounce Looney Tunes mugs, I really like these ones, like the red one with the Bugs Bunnies and the purple, the lavender with the coyote whatnot. If I do trim down my mug collection, which I probably will, because I've got a lot now. These are the ones I'm absolutely going to keep, other than the big ones. And I might look for a couple more while I sell off the others. I don't know. Still figuring it out. But my shelf grew a little bit, and it doesn't need to necessarily grow, even though I have, my own obsession problem, and I know that. There's no 800 number for this. I don't know. But, getting all the various mugs that I've gotten, I've kind of narrowed down the ones that I really enjoy. And these, again, I'm trying to do what I enjoy. 54, I've kind of earned the right to enjoy things and not always be like, but yeah, I love the whole many faces of thing that these things have going on. Love it. And that red Bugs Bunny one just puts a smile on my face, So, and I'm allowed to, damn it. I think. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here and get back to work. Actually, I'm going to have some pairs and dates. Make it a great day.